Welcome in, baseball fans, and here in New York, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Angels going up against the New York Yankees. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Well, Singy, today's starter has really struggled of late. He's been missing his spots, and hitters are taking advantage.
Boog, and when you're in a slump like this, every little thing feels like it's going against you. He'll look to settle in early and hopefully find that spark again.
First pitch coming your way next. Getting the nod in this one, Cam Schlittler. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
Just about to get started, Nolan Shanuel now at the plate.
Number 18, Nolan Shanuel.
Fought off foul.
First pitch, 135.
That misses the zone, and now it's even 1-1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Foul ball there. The 1-2. And a curve misses outside. Into center. He's got it. 1 up, 1 down. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Logan O'Hoppe.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Mike Trout in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Here in the Bronx, just getting settled into this one. Fastball for a strike.
Establishing both ends of the zone is critical. Most times guys are wanting to get hitters out down, but if you can get them to look up, get a called strike, that's going to make that strike zone a lot bigger.
Next pitch in the dirt, and it's 2-1. Liner, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here comes Yoan Moncada. Line drive, and he goes airborne to make the catch.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Here's Joe Adell. Hitless in the series so far.
Let's go, Yankees.
He was late there, strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Ring him up, says Daryl Parker. That's a strikeout. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
We gon' take it to the top.
back at Yankee Stadium. And getting the start for the Angels, Jose Soriano. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Yeah, Boog, last time out, got into the 4th inning. The key to his success today, he's got to throw first pitch strikes, get ahead in the count. I think that'll get him into position to qualify for a win.
Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees.
The center fielder, number 12, Trent Grisham.
Nope, that's a ball.
Here we go, Trent. The 1-0. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Ball 2.
That one fouled off. Here's a 2-2. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Batting second, the right fielder.
As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Yeah, Boog, this lineup is setting up the pins for him right now, and he's just smashing them. Driving runs in at a high rate over the last couple of series, and it just seems like he's enjoying every opportunity he gets in a big spot. Not everybody likes to be on the big stage in those big moments, but right now he does. Those pressure moments almost seem to be what he's thriving off of, so we'll see if any of that comes up in this one.
Aaron Judge stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Yeah, that's fouled off. That's in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Not close with that one. 3-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another. And a payoff pitch. That's to third. So they get the out after a long battle at the plate.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Giancarlo.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the DH, Giancarlo Stanton.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
That's a ball.
Next
That's
offering
ball
misses, and that's ball 2. Now one
Ball
missed.
3.
Two down, nobody on. Little bouncer out in front of the plate. Tosses to first, and they take care of Stanton for the out. That's the inning. Scoreless after 1. Back at Yankee Stadium. So in now for the Angels, Zach Neto. First offering way inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Ball, that's out.
Boog, our man Daryl Parker, DP, at home plate for this one. Pretty average size strike zone, but the book on him is that it sort of moves around. You can't always count on how he's going to call it from game to game.
Here's a 2-0. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Yeah, he's one of those umpires that I have to see make his call on a borderline pitch before I start making my call. Like you said, it's not always predictable, but it's pretty fair for the most part. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 1 away.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 3,
Josh Lowe, the next to hit for the Angels. No hits in the shutout last night.
Ball, down.
Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Late with the swing there. Just misses. And it's 2-2.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down
outside
enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
This one in the air right field. And it's a foul ball.
Here we go, Cam.
Struck him out without a swing. That was pretty nasty.
No, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the power hitting catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. And that misses. And that is ball 1. Hey, he'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. 2 down, nobody on. That one in triple digits. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back in the Bronx and stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Line drive to short and caught. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Cody.
Here's Cody Bellinger.
Ball 1.
0-0 here in the bottom of the second.
Hey.
Outside low. And the count is even 2-2. Stays alive. That's
Ball
a little
three.
bit low. And there's ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Batting 6, the first baseman, number 22.
Stepping in, Ben Rice. Here's your 1. Bellinger goes.
Nope.
Which misses. Save executive with a stolen base.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get into scoring position.
Man at second. On the ground to short. Neto fires to first in time.
Batting 7, the catcher, number 28, Austin Wells.
And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Good power, not great in the OBP department.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
Ball, that's just out.
The Yankees looking to strike first. Bottom half of inning number 2.
Ball 2.
Man on second, 2 down. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him. Out number 3. We played 2 full. We're tied, 0-0.
Back in the fall, I'm ready for real. We really the squad. We really the ones counting it. Look at the moves, handle it.
Back in the Bronx. I'll tell you what, Zingy, we documented his recent struggles on the mound, but a great start in this one.
Yeah, looks like a completely different ball player. Relaxed, in rhythm, and totally in control. None of that was there last time out.
Jorge Soler,
that's too
the
high.
leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
That's a
He's
ball.
just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2
that's
pitches
inside.
that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
So the call stands. 1 challenge remaining for them now. That one's in there. 3-1. Soler thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. So the call will stand. Still 1 challenge left for them. Payoff pitch. That one misses.
Ball 4.
So a leadoff
First base.
walk.
Batting 9, the second baseman, Oswald Peraza.
And next for LA, Oswald Peraza. Just 2 for 11 in the series so far. And the
That's
first
a ball.
pitch misses for ball one. Soler, the board here at first with nobody out.
Yeah.
Close,
Ball two.
but called a ball. 2-1. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. Got him swinging.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Brady textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Nolan Shanuel, the next to hit for the Angels. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Nope.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Man at first, 1 away.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Trout jumps out of the way of ball 1. And the 1-0. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Ball,
That
that's
curveball
out.
right there stayed up in the zone. If it's going to be effective, he's going to have to finish the pitch, tease the strike zone, and get it down. Otherwise, it's going to eventually get hit really hard somewhere.
That's a strike.
Those are the pitches that make you wonder if this offense is being too patient with their approach. Lots of fastballs in for strikes, not even a swing.
Ball,
They're
that's
more than
outside.
capable of making contact with those pitches, so they need to let it fly.
Yoan Moncada in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Payoff pitch. This one in the air right field. And that is that. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Anthony.
There's a swing and a drive. That one back there, and that's a foul ball. The 0-1. And a foul ball. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
Let's go Yankees.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. On to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
The third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate.
Aye.
Just missed. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Next offering is outside. In the air, left field. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, number 12.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. 0 for 1. Popped out foul to the catcher his first time up. Grisham, a rangy center fielder, hitting leadoff in today's game. And his on-base percentage this season is right around .390. That's in there. Inside, almost got him. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. On to the fourth. Still scoreless. Welcome back, and struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers.
Winning's what I do, kid. I don't take no L's. Make my haters lose it. And this ain't no exclusive. Everybody know it. By now they just used to it. Y'all sick.
Moncada takes the ball as he stands in for the second time.
You know, these Angels just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
He steps on the bag. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
The right fielder, number 7.
I just think the lack of drawing any walks is an indication that they need to be a little more selective and less anxious about forcing something to happen.
Now batting Joe Adell. His first at bat was a strikeout.
Ball.
The 1-0. In the air, right field. Judge settles underneath it. 2 away.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Zach
And up next for Los Angeles, Zach Neto. 0 for 1 so far.
Nope, that's a ball.
2 down, nobody on. Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. Angels go down 1, 2, 3. And we're still knotted at 0. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, bottom 4, Aaron Judge stepping in now for the Yankees.
Aye.
Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. Grounded out his first time up.
That's out.
The Yanks yet to pick up a hit here.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
That one hit the knees for a strike. Swings through that.
No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
That just
outside,
misses,
that's a ball.
And it's 3 and 2.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
On the ground to the left. To first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
The batter, number 13, second baseman,
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. He's 0 for 1. He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swung out, belted. Deep. That one went back there. And that one's going to land not so much here, but here. He sends it into the second deck. His 4th home run of the season. And that's how they take the lead. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. There was a sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
So 2 down. Bellinger up to hit. He reached out a walk his first time. That's a strike. 0-1. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Now it's going to be Ben Rice. And that's downstairs. And that's ball one.
Hey!
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 1-2. Check swing. Tried to hold up. Now an appeal to third. Nope, he held back. The 2-2 on the way. Swing and a ball popped up. Neto has a beat on it, and that will end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. On to the top of the 5th we go. You're watching Yankees baseball on the show, NYC. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Schlittler back to work. Low. Batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. He's in the top 10 for most stolen bases in baseball right now, Singy. You can't ignore him when he gets on base. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. 1 down.
Up next for the Angels, the catcher, number 14,
Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Fastball for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Upstairs, and it's 1-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
That's a great take. Tried to get him to chase just outside the zone, but he wouldn't offer.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The Angels down by a pair, and we're at the top of the 5th. Misses. Full count now. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Fights it off. He'll see another. And a payoff pitch. And that's outside of this ball 4, and he's on base. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat. 1 down. Jorge Soler up at the plate. Walked his first time.
was a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
That's a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Camilo Doval, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Number 80 warming up as well. The 0-2. Hit softly on the ground to third. McMahon. Feed to second. That's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Yankees 2 and the Angels nothing.
I'm always hyped, never exhausted. I'm making moves just like my boss did. Now
back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
You touch the floor when you drop it.
Wells in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. And Chris, his home run numbers this season are good enough to rank him in the top 10 in the league. Next offering is fouled back. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Now here is Anthony Volpe.
Ball.
Nobody on the team has more stolen bases than he does this season, Chris. The 1-0. Way inside. That one ripped right center field. Carrying well. Makes a mess of this one. It gets down into second, and he's got it double.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
1 out, runner at second. Here's Ryan McMahon now. Fly to left his first time. Outside with a breaking ball. Jackknifes out of the way.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
Right side, Peraza throws to first in time, and they get the out.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, number 12.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jose Soriano done for the afternoon, and it wasn't his best start, but he kept them in it to this point, and we'll come back with a new arm.
Now pitching for
on the mound now, Chase Silseth.
Important job for him to do right now with that runner on third as they try to add on to their lead. Just needs 1 out to get out of it. So this is a huge matchup in this game right here.
So the batting order turns over. And up next for New York, Trent Grisham. around the corner for a strike.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Next offering in there for a strike. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Nice work from the Angel pen there. We're through 5. It's the Yankees 2 and the Angels nothing. This is Yankees baseball on the Show NYC. Back for more from the Bronx. Close game here and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one.
¿Quién quiere mango, biche y raspado con cola? Aquí todas las tristezas se van con la sola. Yo crecí viendo.
So digging in,
Leading off with the
Oswald
Angels,
Peraza.
The second baseman, Oswald Peraza.
Swinging a foul out of play.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Fly ball down the line. That one is foul, and he'll see another. Caught him looking for the K.
Up next for the Angels, the first baseman, Nolan Shanuel.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup, Nolan Shanuel, the next to hit.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Ball.
The Yankees leading by 2, and we're the top half of the 6th.
Yep, that ball went out.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
2-2 on the way. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. In the air to left center. And that'll fall for a base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Up next for the Angels,
Dominant performance
the
for
center
him today,
fielder,
Boone.
number 27,
Just 2 hits
Mike
allowed so far. No
Trout.
runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Cam Schlittler done for the day. Really solid performance out of him as he leaves with a slim lead. We'll take a break. New arm when we get back.
Now pitching for
Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Camilo Doval.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Man at first with one gone. Here's Trout, 1 for 2.
Ball. That's inside.
And the 1-0. Just missed.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Two. Good job to fight that one off. The 2-2 now. And that one upstairs. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. The 2-run shot, and they tie it up. It's 2-2.
Who doesn't love watching Mike Trout smash home runs? His swing just sounds different. There was a cutter away. Kind of works like a slider. You've got to stay on it, let it travel a little bit, and then get your arms extended. Really good piece of hitting right there.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Yoan Moncada with a chance to hit. Check swing called strike. That's strike one. A little out front there as he swings through it. Movement in the Yankees pen. Number 80. The rookie right-hander is getting loose. Yarbrough getting cranked up as well. Battling here as he fouls it away. Off the mark there. 1-2 to count.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Swings and misses. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea.
Man, he got a real good pitch to hit right there with 2 strikes. You cannot miss that. Not a great slider at all. And I tell you what, that's where you've got to do damage. He looked like he was on time getting the bat through the zone, but he just caught air.
So now the Angel cleanup hitter, Joe Adell. And there's a foul ball. In the air, left field. And that'll do it. Angels draw even on this solo homer to the bottom of the 6th inning. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Brent Suter. He's been someone, at least in the early going, that they've leaned on. Aaron Judge at the plate. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. And there's the ball. Activity in the bullpen. Kirby Yates, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Joyce also throwing. That clips his zone. Strike one.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Fastball is outside. Inside, 3-2 the count. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
For the Yankees, the designated hitter, Giancarlo.
Here's Stanton now. He's grounded out a couple of times. And that one clips the corner. Late swing, fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there. And it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Go-ahead run on base. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. He's already homered in this game.
Hey!
The Halos trying to keep this a 2-2 game here in the bottom of the 6th. Strike 2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Judge stands at first with 1 out. On the ground to third. Moncada. There's 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning.
Well, we can never overstate it. Pitcher's best friend right there. Double play, gets out of the jam, saves some pitches.
You can see my demeanor. I'm a dreamer, high achiever. You know when we're in the place. We don't hold back, we're right in your face. We can't lose, we take your first place. They want to do it like
back at Yankee Stadium. So in now for the Angels, Zach Neto. That hits the dirt. Ball 1. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Low.
Josh Lowe, the next to hit for the Angels.
Hey!
Go-ahead run at second here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2 now.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Logan O'Hoppe digs in now. That's outside.
Oh, that's off the plate.
And that is ball 1.
Well, this is a little tough for the hitter. In the back of the mind, you're wondering with first base open, am I going to get a pitch to hit? Got to stay back. Let your hands work. Stay in the middle of the field.
Up the middle. Volpe throws to first in time. Awesome play there.
Up next for the Angels, the designated hitter. Jorge
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Camilo Doval gives way, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now
new pitcher for the Yankees, Fernando Cruz.
Fernando
Jorge Soler, the next to hit for the Angels.
Hey!
Two down, go ahead run at scoring position. Ground ball left side. McMahon fires over to first, and that is that. Angels lead 1. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Back now in the Bronx, set for the last half of the 7th. Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees. This one in the air, center field. Trap under it, and there's one down.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman.
So up next, Ben Rice.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
Ball 1.
On a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Now he'll turn for second, and he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
Here's the catcher, Austin Wells, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Not even close there, and it's 1-0. Man at second.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Pretty close, but it was a ball. No challenges left for them now. Off the plate inside. Ball 3. 4 to aboard.
The batter, number 11, shortstop Anthony Volpe.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
2 on, 1 out. Fouled off down the right side. Oh, 2 now. The shortstop takes the ball.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
That's a base hit. Around third. Fires to the plate.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
So up next for New York, Ryan McMahon. That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball 1. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. Here, the bottom of the 7th. On the ground, right side. Flips it. There's 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back here in New York, we're at the top of the 8th. Oswald Peraza getting ready to hit.
Ball.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And fouled off. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was late. Movement in the bullpen. Number 80 appears to be getting loose. Bednar getting loose as well. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 1-2. In there, sets him down on strikes.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
So digging in, Nolan Shotwell, 1 for 3.
Ball.
The 1-0.
Hey.
The Yanks trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. In the dirt, ball 2.
Hey.
Swing and a ground ball. Rice takes it to the bag. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
For the Angels, the center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
And now batting, Mike Trout. He's already homered here in this one. Tap foul at the plate.
Let's go, Fernando.
2 down, nobody on.
Hey.
Clips the inside corner for a strike.
Well, no signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. He's looking rock solid so far.
And down on strikes. And that is that. Angels held in check. They're down 3-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Kirby Yates. Now here's Trent Grisham, 0 for 3 in this one.
Number 12, Trent Grisham.
The 1-0. And that one hammered. Carrying well. Goodbye, home run. A solo shot. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-2.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
It's Aaron Judge now. And the 1-0.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
And that's way high. And that's ball 3. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jordan Romano preparing to come on if needed. Stevenson warming up as well. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a big swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. And they'll do it again. And ball 4, and Judge takes his walk.
Next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Giancarlo.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton, 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
That's a ball.
Judge on at first, nobody out.
Well, he gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
now
That's
3-0. Right through there for a strike. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
Now Jazz Chisholm Jr. steps up for a big at-bat.
Ball one.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Here's a 2-2. And that one missing low. Got him swinging for the strikeout.
Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
Big spot, and Cody Bellinger stepping to the dish. That missed by a lot. Ball one.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Two on, one out. That one misses, and it's 2-0. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. One out. Runners at first and second. That one missed. Three-1 now. Swinging a foul straight back. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Three-two. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes the count. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Sets him down looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Kirby Yates will depart. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. Now it's Jordan Romano out of the bullpen.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
Two aboard, 2 outs. So up next for New York, Ben Rice.
On an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
0-1 now. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
2 on, 2 outs. A swing and a deep fly ball. Get up, get up, get out of here. He shoots one out to right. It's their second home run of the inning, and they tack on 3. It's 7-2.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. He got his front foot down. He was strong on his backside, and when his bat went through the zone, there's no question that ball was going to travel out of the ballpark. But that's, if you were putting a tape together, positive to watch, that's it right there. Just a perfect swing.
So 2 down. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. There's a strike. The 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. Stays alive. The 0-2. And that skips in the dirt. Got him swinging for the K. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Last chance coming up here for the Angels. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Number 80. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. Here is Yoan Moncada.
The third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
Activity in the bullpen. Ryan Weathers, the left-hander, up and throwing.
Let's go, Cade.
Way high with that one. Ball one.
Let's go, Yankees.
Fastball for a strike. And there's a ball.
Come on, Cade.
In the air, right field. Judge drifts towards it, and there's one away.
Up next for the Angels, the right fielder, number 7,
Joe Adell, the next to hit for the Angels. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Let's go, New York.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
He was all over that one. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Next to hit, Zach Neto. Out to short, Volpe. Over to Jazz, there's one. And it's a double play to end the ball game.
These hitters had the long ball working for them today. 4 home runs had a lot to do with them coming out on top.
7-2 your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shamney saying so long.
Just look right through